Hello and welcome to Adult Development. I wanted to start out our course by giving you a little orientation to our Moodle page, what our class will entail, and get you started on the right track. So to start with, this is our Moodle page. It will be organized by week, but this first section, that's titled Start Here, General Information, will cover all of the basics you'll need throughout the course, so you'll want to check back with this frequently. You'll want to read the tips and pointers under General Guidelines, and these will help you you should be familiar with these. Also, if you have questions, I have a forum right here for questions and answers among students. I encourage you to ask and answer questions here, and I'll give you extra credit for participation in this forum, either through asking or answering questions. Going back to our main page, after that, we have everything organized by week, and we'll cover one general topic per week. What we're going to do throughout the semester is start talking about emerging adulthood, and then after spring break, we'll cover older adulthood. So going back up to general information, there's a couple of important documents. The first is the syllabus, and I want you to make sure that you review the syllabus carefully. I'd encourage you to print it out to always make sure that you have a copy on hand. So this is what our syllabus looks like. I've got my contact information here. Email is the best way to contact me, but I also have office hours if you want to see me in person. I'll respond to emails within 24 hours during the week, but it might take me longer on weekends. So be aware that most of your assignments are due on Sunday nights. So if you wait until Saturday to email me, I won't necessarily be able to help you. So please make sure to look at all of the assignments and start doing the work during the week so you have time to contact me if you have questions. The syllabus also has our course description and goals. We have a textbook that will guide us through the emerging adulthood section, but there's also going to be a lot of additional readings which you'll be able to find on Moodle. We've got a lot of material to cover, and this is an online course, so you're expected to do this on your own. Remember that you should spend roughly an equivalent amount of time on this class as your face-to-face classes. So plan for 3 hours per week of class time plus 2 to 3 hours of readings outside of class, which means that as a total you should plan to spend 5 to 6 hours per week on this class. In order to succeed in the online format, you need to be sure to do several things. First, stay on top of the material. This means reading the textbook and reviewing the PowerPoints and any other materials that I post, and do this early and often. Next, do the discussion forum assignments. The assignments are designed to help you understand the material, so please make sure you do them for your own benefit and also because it's part of your grade. Finally, ask questions. Ask me early if you have questions ahead of time, or if you have questions later on, you can use the help forum that I showed you. And this is the textbook that's listed. In terms of course evaluation, 45% of your grade is assignments, most of which are discussion forums. Basically, what you'll do is you'll need to post an initial response to the discussion question for the week by Thursday at 11:55 p.m. This allows your peers time to read your post and respond to it. Now note that these forum posts should be 250 to 400 words, so this is about 1 to 2 double-spaced pages. And many of the prompts have multiple questions, so you need to be sure that you answer them all. I'd really encourage you to draft your initial post in Word and save it so that you can make sure you've met all of the requirements, and this will give you time to thoroughly proofread and avoid any potential lost posts. By Sunday at 11:55 p.m., you'll need to respond to at least 2 classmates' posts. And these responses should be substantive responses that keep the conversation going, more than just, I agree. Late posts are not accepted, however your lowest forum score will be dropped. And I've got the grading rubric for the forums posted here. Quizzes will be 45% of your grade, so there's 1 quiz for each topic covered, which makes 15 quizzes total. You can only take each quiz once, and each quiz is 10 multiple choice questions, and all of the quizzes are due on Sundays at 11:55 p.m. So the quizzes are on readings as well as any additional material like videos that are posted on Moodle. Finally, 10% of your grade is an article critique assignment. So this is your final project. I'll go over that in more detail in the coming weeks, but basically you're going to select an article on a topic we've covered in class, summarize it, and provide a critique. So again, I'll post more details throughout the semester on this. But you'll need to submit a copy of your proposed article by April 9th, and then your final paper will be due Monday, May 1st. I also have a few more pages of class policies and procedures. Please make sure you familiarize yourself with all of those because you will be responsible for them. that's the rest of the syllabus. Okay, going back to our Moodle page, the second really important document is the course schedule, which is right here and looks like this. It's essentially, I've broken it down by week and it parallels what's on Moodle, and basically it tells you what you need to do every week. So I'd really encourage you to print this off, and then you can go through and check off things when you finish them. So we've got the first week of class this week. We have a busy first week. I'm going to go back to your Moodle page to show you it, but just so you know, you should be checking things off as you finish them. So here is our first week. First, we've got some general housekeeping stuff that you won't have in future weeks. First, I've got a form for you to introduce yourself to everyone. And so you'll need to post your response to this by Thursday and then respond to at least 2 other classmates. So just a general introduction and then a question to get us started thinking about adult development. And then the other introduction to the class thing that you have to do is the syllabus quiz to make sure you've read the syllabus carefully and understand the course criteria. So once you finish these things, you can go to your course schedule and check them off. Then we'll jump right into the Introduction to Emerging Adulthood. There's 2 chapters from the book to read. One is more general information. The other one is kind of applied, and it's got a couple of examples. In addition, you have 1 other chapter and a video. These will give you kind of alternative perspectives on this time in the lifespan. And your assignment for the week is actually to interview an emerging adult and basically find out where they stand based on the readings described in the textbook. Remember that not all emerging adults are in college, so if you can kind of get a diverse sample of people who have chosen not to go to college or have finished college but are still in emerging adulthood, those are really great. And so you're going to post a summary of your interview that answers these questions. And then in your responses to 2 classmates' posts, I want you to think about these common themes. So highlight those in your responses. And again, your original post will be due on Thursday at 11:55. Your final post will be due Sunday at 11:55. And then the last thing for the week is your quiz. So remember that your initial discussion forum posts for this week, and this week there are 2, the Introduce Yourself right here, and the Interview in Emerging Adulthood. Both of those initial posts are due Thursdays at 11:55. Everything else is due on Sunday night at 11:55. So that's the basic structure of how the class will work. If you have any questions, please contact me via email, and I look forward to hearing from you and reading your posts. I think this should be an interesting class.